Tips from the ER. Fake seizures. Ah, yes. Usually a patient's last-ditch effort to keep themselves in the ER, likely because we just told them we are done with their treatment and now they get to go to jail. That's when they drop to the ground and flop like a fish. Get off the floor, Richard. The officers are waiting. But some of you won't even put in that effort. You'll just go limp. That's when we take your hand, put it over your head, and drop it. If it smacks you in the face, alright, we believe you. You're unconscious. But most of the time, your hand will magically fall to the side and avoid your face. That's when we know, you's a liar, motherfucker. With real seizures, you won't care what starts hitting you. To prevent injuries from real seizures in the ER, we have what's called seizure pads that we strap onto the side rails to keep you from breaking your face or bruising your shins. Every ER I've worked at, we can never find the seizure pads when we need them, so we end up wrapping the rails with blankets and taping it together. It's quite ghetto, but it gets the job done.
The whole incident became suspect after he started talking about this evidence. While EEG can detect seizures while the person is having a seizure, it cannot detect if a person has had a seizure previously. I have no idea what this evidence is that Peter is referring to. If that evidence is that he vlogged the incident, the whole thing comes even more murky since vlogging while driving is illegal, I presume. We're talking about a person who has had multiple serious accidents while driving. EEG cannot tell afterwards whether a seizure occurred. So his vlog might show that. The way he vlogs is a danger in itself while driving. We're talking about a person who has faked his way out of multiple serious accidents by his own admission that he has explained in his vlogs from 2017 to 2018. Did he manage to get the absolute last favor from his poor old dad? One of his most famous moments with distracted driving was when he drove over a raccoon. He was vlogging and looking at his phone at the time, and when the huge bump came when he drove over it, he just said, "Oh, raccoon," and continued driving as normal. As he wasn't paying attention to the road, for all we know he could have driven over a dog, a cat or... What made me personally think he was talking about his own video footage versus eyewitness accounts, is that I don't know why he would want to keep that private. If there were eyewitness accounts in regard to the seizure, it seems like he would have said right away that there were witnesses that saw him having the seizure when he crashed. That seems like something he would want to say vs wanting to keep private. Peter, you are not the victim. These outrageous lies that you make up are gross. You do not sit on your porch and talk to Brent. The fake sniffles and the tears are all an act and you look like a old fool. Then you have the nerve to say, if I had 6 months to live, how would I act? I'm sorry, what? You have caused harm, hurt, and death throughout your life, and you act like you are the victim. You are not. Actions speak louder than words. Your channel went from a drama channel to a hate channel. You wonder why nobody wants to have anything to do with you. Really? And as far as Boo Radley, you never gave a crap about that dog when it was alive. Stop with the fake sniffles. It's all for show. I hope you never own another dog in your miserable lifetime. My opinion of you is that are human trash. You have scammed people out of their time and money over the years. Now let's get into these Reddit snark comments from this past week. Every time that fool opens his mouth about parenting or child rearing, I want to throw 1,000 tomatoes. F off about kids, Peter. We know you hate them. Unless they are 17 to 20-year-old boys. Then they get your googly eyes and giggles. Which is so weird and creepy. He should be banned from getting any more dogs. He's too lazy and thoughtless, and it's not fair to the dog. He never even walked his dogs, and dogs love to be walked and to explore. I hope he doesn't. He's too neglectful and only does what's easiest for him. That poor dog's life would be miserable. I hope he never gets a dog either. Guys, leave your comments down below.
I must admit, Jack, I thought I had you figured. It turns out you're a hard man to predict.
Me, I'm dishonest. And a dishonest man you can always trust to be dishonest. Honestly. It's the honest ones you want to watch out for. Because you can never predict when they're gonna do something.